Hello, welcome, gorgeous beings of light. This is Elmara. Gosh, I'm sorry it's been a little while coming up with my next video, but I was on the move and it's taken me a little while just to find something lush and green and beautiful and quiet where there's a decent signal to be able to take a video for you. So couldn't have found a better spot. So there is the most magnificent tree to my right, and hopefully I will remember, lots of beautiful trees to my right actually, to spin my camera around when we're finished. So let's all just start by taking a big breath in. Right deep down into your belly, right down into your base chakra, and then just letting it go with some sound. And we're just going to do that a few times. Life-giving chi filling up your entire body. And you can just keep that breath up until you feel or sense yourself come inside of yourself. Yesterday when I found this spot, it was just full of ducks, but some gorgeous blooming Cocker Spaniel got out of the car and went tearing after them all, and they were gone. Now we just have a few magpies that you might be blessed to see at some point. So hopefully I'll be able to come back another time when the ducks are here. So once you feel like you've brought your awareness in, I want you just to keep breathing in through your nose, or, and out through your nose. And we're going to call forth and activate pure God Source. We're going to call forth Jesus Christ, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene. We're going to activate the seraphim and cherubim angels. We're going to activate the Syrians, the Lyrans, and the Arcturians. We're going to activate all of your highest spiritual healing teachers, guides, and angels, and ask them to come be with you at this precious, precious time on earth. And again, I want to reiterate that there is the most spectacular light coming into the world at this time. I'm going to give you a blast of that shortly. And I want to remind you that some of the other stuff that's going on, this virus, etc., it is designed to distract you away from this light. And the truth is that you can't connect to this light if you're in fear anyway. So I guess on one hand it's a really cool thing, because if you find yourself being frightened or worrying about the virus, or worrying that someone's going to you're going to get killed, or your kids are going to die, or whatever it is, then I guess it's a good sign that you need to call that fear or worry or stress or whatever forth, because I can assure you that fear will weaken your immune system and kill you faster than any virus ever will. So it's so important that you bring yourself back into a state of balance. And stop watching the news. God, I don't know how anyone can watch it really, because it's just so depressing and so full on. I just, I usually can't take more than about 2 minutes of it, and then I just switch it off. I'll go watch Friends or something. I don't watch that much TV anyway, but if I've got the TV on while I'm preparing dinner, then that's what I do. I watch Friends. So sometimes I just have silence. Sometimes I don't turn the TV on until 8:30 when I want to watch something, because it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous how every channel, the whole news hour is full of it. So it's really just because they know they've got you full of fear and panicked and watching the stupid TV over and over and over again. And yet there's this other world that exists that is full of love, full of light, full of joy, full of power. Your ability to manifest anything you want at this time is just extraordinary. I've manifested some of the biggest things in my life in the last week or two. And for me, that's just a sure sign that we are moving further into the light if we choose it. And if you keep choosing it, you can use this light, you can bring it down through your being, connect it into earth, and manifest whatever it is that you want. So take a big breath in. And let it out. Another big breath in. And let it out. And I want you just to become aware of your feet and the lotus chakra that's underneath your feet, on the soles of your feet. And just imagine that you're growing roots from that, from your feet down, deep, deep down into the core of Mother Earth, where there's a big golden sun like the one above you. It's below in the core of Mother Earth, and you're going to tie those roots around Mother Earth. And then you're just going to breathe in and bring all that beautiful golden energy from the core of Mother Earth up through all the layers of Mother Earth, grabbing all the minerals and nutrients and everything you need to sustain your physical life here on Earth. And then just breathe that out into your being, filling yourself up with everything that you need to have a fit, healthy, strong body, strong immune system. And then I want you to reach up as high as you want to go. You can go to the sun, you can go to the central sun, you can go to the great, great central sun. And then just bring that source light from the sun down into your being as well. Let that fill every cell, every atom, every molecule of being, activating your 100 trillion cells and your 100 trillion telomeres. And then just connect the last of that into Earth. And now you can just breathe energy up and down till your body feels lighter, till it feels clearer. You can ask the source light from above to just dissolve, because it's so powerful. That light will just automatically, you don't even have to ask it to do it. It will dissolve everything that's out of alignment with that source light if you just bring it in. This is a great thing to do, standing up barefoot on Mother Earth outside in the sunshine, just for a few minutes, and you'll feel your state of peace come back towards you. And I want you now to become aware of your own divine heart and your divine I Am presence, that part of you, that source light. And breathe that up from the depths of your being into every cell, every atom, every molecule of your being. That's it. Just become aware of your own magnificence, your own light, your own beautiful, gorgeous being of light you already are, beyond all the things that you've been taught since the day you were born. Because every child, I heard Dr. Paul Shelley say this the other day, and it's so true, every child is born a genius, but unfortunately within a few years, sorry, I just stopped so you could hear that magpie. I love it when they sing. Thank you, darlings. I have a great little video somewhere where I just recorded them sitting on a park bench. They came and sat with me and sang with me for a couple of minutes. A couple of years ago when I was having my car fixed in Bermagui, it was just so beautiful. I've got that somewhere, but it's a AMR recording, so I can't really load it as a video for you. But anyway, just got to now remember where I was. It's gone. It may come back. Just give me a moment. I'm sorry, it has gone. That'll teach me to run off on a tangent, won't it? But if you just breathe your source light, your soul light up into every cell of your being, and become aware of the magnificence of who you truly are. That's what I was talking about. I was saying how Dr. Paul Shelley says that every child is born a genius, but within a few years of that child's life, 99.9% of those children have lost that genius that was in with them because of the environment that they grow up in. And this is no different. This is an environment where you can step into your genius, step into your magnificence, step into your God source being of light you already are, and rise above all illnesses. And that in itself will create great immunity within you because you're connected to the source of who you truly are, which knows no disease, illness, fear, worry, stress, all of that stuff is stuff that we learn from our parents and from our environment. So just rise on up into your light. Bring that light of who you are that's hidden. They say that, and our physical being is less than 1% of who we are. There's this other 99% untapped pure potential that exists within every cell of your being, and you have at least 100 trillion cells. And the jury's out. Some people say 37 trillion cells, other people say 75 trillion cells. I say 100 trillion cells because that's the number Source gave me, and I'm bigger than most people, so 100 trillion cells feels right to me, and it doesn't really matter. You've got lots and lots and lots of cells, everybody, and each one of those cells has a pure God source inside of it, and each one of those cells, you use less than 1% of them, and as you step in, that's why you see people who can lift a car up. They just lift a car up off someone, you know, and then they can't lift it up, you know, the next day or something. You know, there is this, you can access this infinite part of who you are, and I have many stories to tell you about that, but, and that's the part that's actually waking up. That's the part that's connected to pure source. That's the part of you that you can't see. It's within you. It's a bit that they sometimes call junk DNA or whatever, you know, or junk space, and it's not junk space. It's the part that's connected to the entire universe and source light, etc., etc. I remember when I was in my late 20s, early 30s, maybe I was in Brisbane, so maybe early 30s, a healer came out from America, and he said, you know, he was pulling up these mats and he said, see this here, Brisbane is just a dot within Australia, and see Australia as a dot within planet Earth, and yet planet Earth, this is a dot within this galaxy, and see this dot here is that galaxy within this galaxy, and then that dot here is this galaxy within that galaxy. He was just going on. And then he said, you know, and you will know that you have become enlightened when you realize that all of that is just but a dot inside of you. And it did not make sense to me back then. I was like, what the hell is he talking about, you know? But I actually understand it now, so very spectacular. Alrighty, so I want you just to keep your awareness within. I'm going to bring forth some of this spectacular new energy that has never been available on Earth before, and send it out to anyone who is listening to this video, or anyone who will listen to it now or at any time in the future. And I want you to breathe this energy in and light yourself up. Remember the magnificence of who you truly are. Light up your soul. Light up the infinite being of light you already are. Let's go. Just breathe it in. And you can breathe if you've got some aches and pains, breathe it in there. If you've got some finances that need a bit of assistance, breathe it into your finances. Just breathe it in. Breathe it in. If you've got nothing the matter with you, then just breathe it into your heart. Let it wake up more of your divine I Am presence. That pure God source part of who you really are. Oh, the softest breeze just blew in through the window. God, I love that. Such a perfect day here. It was 5 degrees yesterday morning, so I was going to die. I haven't been in 5 degrees for a long time, but yeah, just breathe it in. So this energy coming to you now is way, 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 way beyond the fifth dimension. I've been working in the fifth dimension since 1997, and I got a clear directive just a week ago. We are way beyond that. go to this new place that has never been available on earth before. So that's what we're doing right now. And if any of you feel this, want to know about this, I do a 10-week coaching session, spiritual intensive. I do a 26-week program, and I do a whole year program. And if before you go spending, 10 grand, 28 grand, or 88 grand with me, you may want to just experience my coaching and how fabulous it is. So I have an introductory offer of 3 sessions for $998, which is a bargain. So if you would like to experience that spiritual life coaching session and all the power that exists within you, then please contact me through you can contact me through my website, www.elmaraseraphim, SERAPHIM for Mary.com, through the contact box. Although somebody called me 2 days ago on my last special I had, and I never got that. I never got their email. It just never came through. So know that sometimes if you've not been in the light, the not so light beings are trying to stop you stepping into it, and that's one way. So if you miss that, go find me on Facebook. Or if you go to my website, I think on the retreats page, you'll find my phone number in the writing there if you want to, if you desperately want to get some sessions with me. So if you send me an email and I don't answer it, it's because there's all sorts of weird stuff happening in the world. And just, you can message me through Facebook, you can find my phone number and ring me, or you can contact me through my website. But anyway, if it's meant to be, as what I found out, this lady messaged me twice, and then I text her 3 times and she didn't get those text messages. Now, in the Western world, we'd go, oh, that's not meant to be. But if you came from an American Indian tradition, they would say, no, it absolutely is meant to be. And because something truly powerful is going to happen, because the not-so-light beings are trying to stop it, that powerful thing happening. And that's, I had my first session with this wonderful lady yesterday, and it was like, off the charts energy flying around everywhere. So it was just spectacular, and it was really, really meant to be. So don't give up. If you get a sense that you're meant to work with me, then find a way to contact me. So, all right, let's go back to this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous energy. Just breathe it in. the trees here are just so magnificent. So old and wise and beautiful. Gosh, so gorgeous. So gorgeous. And namaste, Espavo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. In this source light, or it's pure source light, beyond pure source light, beyond the fifth dimension source light present activation now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I meant to say presentation. I'm a bit out of it, sorry guys. Alrighty, just bear with me one moment. I'm going to try and spin this around and show you these trees. Look at that beautiful baby just there. So huge. The trunk of that tree, I parked in front of it until this one became available, is nearly the width of my whole car. Isn't that amazing? Look at all those beautiful trees. Alrighty, I'm going to try and do my next presentation in front of one of those other trees. Alrighty. Love, love, love. My deepest love and richest blessings to you all. Please, if you like what you're hearing, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button if you want to receive notifications when we get a new video comes out. They should be more regular now. I've found a spot to do them in. Yeah, it's not as gorgeous as the sea, but it's incredibly peaceful. So I'll be down here a fair bit, I reckon. Alrighty, love, love, love. My deepest love and richest blessings to you all. And please do leave a comment. I do read all the comments when I can. Don't have very good internet access at home, but I'll be spending a bit of time at this park, I should think. Alrighty, love, love, love. My deepest love and richest blessings to you all. Have a truly blessed day, and bye for now.